miles south of downtown L.A. as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's the change of pace back. That's Kenneth Gainwell. He's got room to run right at the start. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week. They love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
2 yards on the play. 1st down, Eagles.
So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4.
Here's a 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. 1st and 10. Play action now for Stafford. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. To throw on 2nd down, Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. A gain there of 15. Good for a Rams 1st down. Now it's a bootleg with Stafford. Going right back to Nakua. Complete. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Got his man at the 6. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. They'll run. It's Williams. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And this is taken in by the defense. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Gainwell. This one's going nowhere. Going backwards. He'll be down at the 4-yard line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the Eagles 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to run it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Rams have it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. That is caught, and they'll stop him just short of the goal line. They are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll run the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Matthew Stafford. Touchdown, Rams.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. on 1st and 10. It's Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts taking a shot downfield for Smith.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here?
That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So, one touchdown apiece for our two teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we send you cross-country to the Sunshine State. That's where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All yours, Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. A touchdown apiece. 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. That'll be taken in. It's DeMarcus Robinson. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down. A shotgun snap to Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, it's Stafford. That one on target to Cup. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy? Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Kobe Parkinson. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Now it is 1st and goal. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That one taken in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, L.A. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Barkley. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down. To throw is Hurts. Now he'll run. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards. And most importantly, a 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He'll take off again. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's caught, Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Here is 1st and goal. Here's Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And he will score. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Over the middle, it's cut. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Here's Williams.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd down. Cup in motion. On the ground, Williams. Williams, 1st down, and he's not done. And he's down at the 3. What a run.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. So it's a win here for the Rams. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious as we say so long from SoFi.